So we're going to jump right into it. We have our pre-market list. For those of you that this is your first time, what we do is we go over in the Benzinga Pro app, we go over the movers in pre-market so that we can start isolating stocks that have good movement, not just on a percentage gain basis, but also good volume and in relationship to their average volume. Because if their average volume is here and it's moving above average volume, then that tells you there's a lot of institutional interest pre-market and therefore increases the probability that that stock can be a good mover. So we want to isolate that for day trading. My general criteria is first, I'm looking at anything above 600,000 shares, the more the better. And then I'm comparing it to its average volume. So I want to be, a third or maybe a fifth, but anything a third or fifth or greater in terms of relationship to their average volume. That means pre-market to average volume, the better. If we start getting half the average daily volume in pre-market, that's a really good sign. If we start getting over that, that's a really good sign. So lots going on right now. We have a lot that would fill this criteria, about 12 plus stocks here. And so we're going to take a look at a few of these. I'm also looking at percent gainers to see what's romping around. So, and what are some of the big movers on the day? And we got a lot, and some are moving right now. And I might have to shoot. I don't even have my platform loaded up. Mother effer. I started late today because I lost something last night, and I went around the gym this morning looking for it, and I couldn't find it. So it's kind of bummed. Anyways, so we got cost, which is a big mover. Let's start off with cost, KOSS. That's this one right here. It's up 97%, 3.1 million volume in pre-market. Its average is 453. So we're at about 8 times the average daily volume. So I couldn't find, it's got Q2 earnings. And what does cost do? Okay. So cost is electronic appliances, probably EV space. This is a really good structure. First, let's step on the weekly. Wow, I really want to have my platform on right now. I want to start trading this. Okay, I'm going to mark pre-market, see where we are in relationship. That is very high compared to the rest of it. Okay, now we're getting a little scope here. So we're getting into higher levels. Like as far as 2006, yeah, we're pretty high. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some rejection here, especially this one. This is around 15. It's a big round number. But then after that, as far as I can tell, I don't know how much. Yeah, it only goes to 9. That is the all-time high. So we are only a couple dollars away from the all-time highs. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me pause the share for a second. Cool. All right, we're back. So costs. Yeah, I think looking at the long-term charts, we are going to run into probably some resistance, but this structure is really good on multiple time frames. So impulsive, let's get our fancy pin out. Impulsive, corrective structure through the rest of pre-market. I wonder if some sort of news happened. Then we get a big thrust, another corrective move, and now we're climbing higher. So very good structure. I like this on the 5-minute. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour looks really good. Yeah, this is a really good looking chart. So I don't want to take a breakout quite yet. I'd like to see a pullback maybe to, let's go back to 5 minutes. Good structure on the 1 hour. Yeah, I'd like to see a pullback towards this base here. So right around here. So I'll set an alert for 1037 if it gets down there. Basically what I'm thinking is this. I'd like to see, towards this base here. I don't necessarily, this may break out right now. It's kind of breaking out as we speak, but I don't know if I want to trade that right now. I'd like to see, because we got this thrust from here and it's not like a pressure build, like a PBO structure or anything like that. So I'm going to be a little hesitant on this. I'm hoping around the open, I'll get a little bit of a dip. I might only get a dip to like this area. Ideally, I get a dip to this area and then I could long this thing. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on costs. Probably take some off the board. Wow, this is breaking out right now. God, I'm really tempted. Really, really tempted. I don't want to though. It's not like the cherry structure I'm looking for. And I want to be picky right now because I feel like the market is a little exuberant. I feel like there was just so many volume leaders yesterday and so many stocks that were huge percentage gainers, but then a lot of them faded that after pre-market. And so we ended up trading what we traded. We traded Fubo, which did really good. We traded, what was the other one that we had a long in? BNGO. We're long on that one right now. So yeah, I want to be very picky about this. And so I'm going to stick to my guns in this one, hold a little bit. I'll set an alert for maybe a little bit of a dip to say 11.74, and then I might consider it, but yeah. So yeah, okay, so cost is definitely on our list. This is one of the better structures. Once we rip through 1320, then you got 1494. Yeah, and then after that, you're talking all-time highs. So this thing's got room. What's going on in costs? So far, this is the best one. What is the 4.4 million? Now we're at 10%. Other than earnings, that's it. Cost shares versus imperial trend cost gained around 8% money as a stock game. Retail investor attention on social media. Really? That's why you're ripping? Yeah. It's interesting because once the retail platforms went down, like Robinhood and E-Trade and things like that, market tanked yesterday. It was not happy from that. So yeah, this is quite ebullient. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback on this one. This one does show a tendency to consolidate a little bit, breaks out, consolidate a little bit. So I'm gonna wait for a little bit of that. If it keeps getting higher and higher, then I might just jump in at pre-market. All right, AQMS, which is, where are you? Up 17, 18%, 830K volume right now, pre-market 3.8 million. So was that about a fifth? It's not bad. It's not as great as costs. It's not as good a structure, and it's not moving as, I mean, it's still a good structure, but it's not moving as much. So we are in, I think I have a resistance level here. Yeah, we're above that. Okay. So 8 and then 10. Okay, so this has a chance for 8 and move to 8 and 10, just ripping lately. So what I'm thinking on this one here is this has a tendency to fade a little bit and then rip higher. So rip, fade a little bit, rip, fade a little bit, rip, fade a little bit. So I'm going to watch for a move down towards here. I'd like to see that happen. That's what I'm looking for right now. And then I'll consider getting long on this one here. So let's get an alert out right around 629, which is only 70 cents. That's not that big a dip to ask. Not that big a dip to ask. Tilray stock, we are long both via stock and options, I think. I like the structure on Tilray. Nice bounce off the monthly VWAP. I like how it's been thrusting out of this. Yeah, we can see a transition here in the pullback. Do y'all see the transition? Do you see it? It's here. This consistently lower highs, lower lows, then it goes sideways. So selling pressure, consistent, not gangster, but consistent. It's still within a channel, corrective, counter trend corrective channel. Then it goes sideways. That's a transition in the selling pressure. Then we get a launch off of this. So not bad. Not bad. I'll probably wait for a long around 17, but we are, yeah, I'll probably wait for a long around 17. So I'm going to set an alert just a few cents above that. Not gangster in terms of volume. What was the volume on Tilray? Where are you, Tilray? Are you out of here? What happened? I thought I saw you here. TLRY. You're not here anymore. Why did I pick that? Okay, well, maybe because I'm stuck long. OEG, this is a stock I've been wanting to get in, but I've just been missing it. It just keeps jumping. So what is pre-market? 1.1 million, so it's about a 6. It's up 13%. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, we had this long consolidated corrective structure, and then while I was in the webinar, it just starts ripping, and I was like, and yeah, I didn't catch it pre-market. Good impulsive, corrective, impulsive, pretty wide pullback. This is when we had several of the platforms go out, and they just, to go from 8 to 6 in like minutes. But it's just continually drifting higher. So I'm going to wait for a pullback now towards around 754. That's kind of what I'm thinking on this one. Other than that, it's not gangster volume right now, so I'm going to let it build. It's just one of those steady builders. BNGO. And bingo, Bionanogenomics, only at 5.4%. Way, I mean, it's not huge pre-market volume, but this is one that just builds steady interest. So we are already long BNGO, not just stock, but also via options. So where would I want to consider adding? You can kind of see a similar pattern in this one here. So rips, consolidates a little bit, rips, consolidates a little bit. This consolidation is shorter than this one. So the fact that it was shorter means that bulls were willing to take over that kind of pullback a little bit faster. They were willing to buy higher. There was more people buying higher, basically. This one took a lot longer for it to build and accumulate enough positions. So there's good interest right now. This is kind of a shallow pullback. It's about $1. I'd like to see a little bit lower, so maybe towards 10.54. Oh, I already got alerts there, so we'll keep that there. But we'll keep BNGO on the list. Yeah, up a little bit from yesterday's close. Not much, 60 cents. BB, I can't say I'm really excited about this one here. It just seems to be mostly retail driven on this one. I don't see any underlying positive news catalyst or things that are kind of supporting it. So I'm going to probably pass on this one. EDSA, you were on the list. Adisa Biotech, 66%. Hold on, Charlie. And 4.7 million, 144K. So over 20 times average daily volume. So open at 5 and up to 12. Wow. Let's see. Positive news catalyst? Anything? Nothing. They're coming out to the schedule to join a panel discussion. Yeah, that's a rip-roaring news catalyst. Yeah, I don't know. I sense a fade on this one here. So maybe if it gets back up to around here, I'll consider fading it. But yeah, that's what I sense. I sense a fade on this one here. I think I could easily see it ripping back down to 6. So we'll put you over there. Okay, is there anything else we missed on the list? And then we'll get to Q&A. Nokia. Yes. We bought it yesterday via options at like 4. I think it was like at $4. Now it's at 5.1. That's really good. So we've already hit our strike price on the calls. We bought long calls on it. Okay, so Nokia is looking good. We'll pull that up over EDSA. Yeah, yesterday we bought calls pretty much right on the open, 4.5. We bought $5 calls. So now we've hit our strike price very early, which is good. The earlier you hit your call strike prices, the better, because then you have a lot of time premium in them. So I'm hoping for this to clear out these highs over here. I'd like to see Nokia rip into 560 in the 6s. If it gets into 6s, I'll probably close that option out because I'll probably have some good premium in that. But not bad. What's the pre-market interest on this one here? 43 million. Wow. Okay. I might even get long by a stock. So I'm going to set an alert to 482 for now, but that's kind of what I'm seeing on this one here. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get some questions. If anyone is looking for a good video to watch today, watch the video of Law of Abundance from Chris. It's amazing. I appreciate that, Justin. Thank you. Just 44 million market cap. I know. That's, yeah, always cautious on that. Yeah, GameStop had the same thing yesterday. GameStop was insane. I don't want to participate in that. You know, it's got so many halts. You know, it's just, yeah, it's got so many halts. It had so many halts. It was just ripping right. Let's pull up GameStop just a heck of it. It's just, it seems like it's a little too ebullient for me. I mean, look at that. You know, if you get caught, you know, on this, and let's look at it on the 5 minutes. It's insane. I think it's going to fade. I know short interest is really high in it right now. And I know some people who the only thing they do is short sell. That's all they do. And they're very good at it. And I'm sure they're salivating on this one here. I mean, look at that. If you get caught up here, 144 rips up to 158, but then boom, look at that. Like, you're down $50 in like minutes. You know, it's just, yeah, I don't enjoy participating in those things. Those things are more lottery tickets. So not my style. Plus it's also, my specialty is the $5 to $50 range. I don't like trading. My performance, like the profitability, you know, like my profitability chart. If you guys saw my 2020 performance, it's like, you know, this is all like my performance for like $5 to like $50 stocks. And then once I get like to like 60 plus, it like there's just, you know, I just don't make as much money. So I don't know why. It's just not my thing. So trade what you're really good at and don't trade anything else unless you get good at it. So yeah, GameStop I think is a little too lottery ticket for me. Justin saying yeah as well. BYND, Beyond Meat. I haven't looked at that one. So Vargas, instrument, time frame, 1 sentence description, bullish or bearish if you want me to analyze any stocks. How did you choose for today's intraday trading? The scripts. I didn't have any scripts. I talked about it in the beginning here. This is Benzinga Pro. This is an app I use. If you want to get it, let me get you, contact us. We'll get you an affiliate link for it. You can only get discounts on Benzinga Pro through affiliates. You can't get through them directly. So it's not a script. This is an app. Filters all these stocks for me. And I have a mover section here. So this is my like details. This is news feed. This is earnings, which needs to be updated. 226. There we go. So this is all the earnings basically. So it's my app to help me, you know, kind of see what's going on in the market. So I don't have to scan everything. And so this is kind of like my scanner. This is right now the pre-market. So I'm looking at pre-market and I have the symbol, the name, the price, percent change in terms of actual value, previous close. So I can reference that. The main things I'm watching is volume in comparison, the average volume and percent change. I want to see good volume pre-market because that tells me there's a lot of interest in it from the institutions and also the retail crowd as well. I want to compare it to average volume because that tells me, hey, are we pushing average 10-day volume levels in the pre-market? If that's the case, that means there's a lot of interest that increases the chance the stock is going to move that day. So it's not a script. It's just those are the parameters. So yeah. Okay. Cost is still ripping. Okay. Well, it does do the rip consolidate. So I'm going to wait for a little bit for that. I am going to raise this a little bit. So yeah. So Vargas, instrument, BYND, time frame, pick a time frame, and 1 sentence description, bullish or bearish. I'm doing analysis. How are we doing on time? 6:25, 5 minutes to market open. So just to review the top ones for today, costs. AQMS is okay. It's not my favorite. BNGO looking really good. I'm liking it. I might get long pretty soon. OEG, I want to pull back on OEG. It's just been like consistently steady. Tilray is not bad. It's one of the better ones. I'm not touching GameStop, and Nokia is also looking really good. So Sasha for the list, cost, BNGO, OEG, and Nokia. Robert Criqueta, which trading broker do you use? And I use Thinkorswim. So yeah. Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, good broker. Really good broker. I use them because I feel like they're the best for the combination of stocks and options. And if you want to do FX on them, if I was just like scalping, or if I was just scalping day trading, I probably use Lightspeed. They're really good for that, direct market access, super fast execution. But their options chain, I think, is a little weak. And I do a fair amount of options trading. In fact, if I'm just going to day trade a stock, I probably won't do an option on it. But if I'm going to hold that for a couple days, maybe a few weeks, I'm going to do options on it. So yeah, Thinkorswim. Does that work in Australia? I don't know. I would ping them, find out. Okay, Bruce Rushenes. Chris, do you trade options on stocks over $50 instead of going long or short on them? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do. I try and keep the majority of my trading between that 5 and 50, but yeah, I do options on that. Like DKNG, OSTK, what would be some PLUG, NIO. Those are all over $50. Yeah. Sasha saying, got the list. Okay, first question, and we got 3 minutes to do it. So let's take a look and let's get rid of one of these charts. There we go. GE 1 hour time frame bullish after the dip. Let's take a look. GE's getting some really positive news. That's not bad. What is pre-market? GE's not on the list. Huh. There's the pullback in cost. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, so GE, sorry, you want a 1 hour. That'd be that one. Yeah, it's been getting a lot of positive news catalysts out there. Partnership with Microsoft, that new business, is it Drive or Cruise or whatever it is, where they're doing the green tech. They're doing a lot of good stuff. Like GE is transforming rapidly. Let me check out 4 hour just super quick, and I'll come back to the 1 hour. So the tendency, at least the last few times, yeah, there's generally consistently a pullback of some sort. So I don't feel as confident trading the rips, as I'd rather wait for a pullback, look for a transition, pullback, transition, pullback, transition. So I'd like to see that. You can even see it here. Yeah, look at costs. I had a feeling. I was like, it's not building the way I wanted to. So yeah, I'd like to let this rip. Yeah. And you were saying one more time frame bullish after dip. Yeah, I would. I like that. It's not respecting horizontal levels too well. So let's, yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I like something like that. I like a little bit of dip because it's not respecting the horizontal levels well. That's the market open. Let's get the next few charts and then let's, so hopefully answer your question, DS. XRP. Is that Ripple? Is XRP Ripple? You want to trade Ripple after the federal investigation? Ripple's facing a federal investigation right now. I wouldn't touch Ripple. They're under federal investigation right now. I would not want to touch Ripple. I think if you're going to trade crypto, trade Bitcoin, trade Ethereum, stick with those. This is under federal investigation. I wouldn't touch it. Remark Holdings. We are now in the full session. So Mark, where's your volume? 140K, average volume 6 million. It's an under $3 stock. I generally do not trade under $3 stocks. But it's not, it's not bad. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good, is volume building. A little bit. It's got similar structure. Rip, consolidate a little bit. Rip, consolidate, rip, consolidate. This is respecting prior levels decently. So I don't trade this. Is not my kind of stock, but if I was, I'd probably prefer a pullback to around 260. What is your risk to reward ratio targets in stocks? If you look at my stats from the 2020 performance video, we share profit factor in that. It's usually around 3. And we were clocking in at 60%, 61% accurate. So yeah. Same thing, Bruce. Instrument time frame and 1 hour description, bullish or bearish. Do previous days open, close, high, low price levels act as support and resistance levels for current session injury? Sometimes, but it depends upon the price action context. You can't just think of them as blanket support and resistance. Yeah. Okay. Tumlenberg, and then we're going to wrap it up. OPK. 4 hour. 475. It's not a bad price. Yeah, it's not a bad price. I see what you're going for. Yeah, not a bad price. Yeah, I'd probably this is just me in my opinion, but if I had stop loss, I'd probably have it at best below, yeah, like 4.3 or something like that. 4.75. Let's say you're targeting 5.96. It's $1.25 with a 40-cent stop. So it's a 3R. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I like the overall structure. This does have a tendency to fade a little bit, but I feel like it's building upside pressure. So not bad. You are running into some lofty air around here. Not only $5, but yeah, you got this and this. So I personally would probably trail this stop tight on this one here. I wouldn't give this a whole lot of room. I'd have a short leash on this one. Okay, I got to get to live trading with the members of the trading masterclass. So I have to step out on that. We do have, I think there's a 15% coupon on the TTM right now. So you can be a part of not only the live trade members channel, but also the live trade channel where I'm sharing my trades. We shared one last week on Thursday. Fubo, we bought it 33.16. We closed it out yesterday at 43.57. That's over a $10 profit. I don't know how many times that would pay for the course. Probably many times over, but that one trade did that. And that's kind of the trades I share in the live trade channel. And we have a lot of profitable members in there. Lewis, Jay Doucette, Gentleman. We have a lot of profitable members sharing their trades in there. So if you want to trade live with us, now's the chance to join. Grab that 15% coupon. So that's pretty much it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the analysis. I got to get to live trading. So good luck trading today. I will be there this Friday. What is it? 6:30 right now. Yeah, I'll be there this Friday, 6:30 a.m. this time. So I'll see you then for probably do about a full hour Q&A session. Pretty much just charts. So charts, trades I took for the week, things like that. So come see us this Friday and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Good luck trading, and I'll see you guys this Friday.